Conference. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can work with the default Joomla templates. If you click on Systems, then you go to Templates, you see that there are two templates here. We've been working with the theme, but we also have another one that came with Joomla, which is called Cassiopeia. So I'm going to show you how to work with this. Don't forget our default template has been theme. Let's go to theme and see what we did so far. So I'm going back to templates. So going back to template styles. So here I'm going to set the theme as the default template. So if I click on TCL computer, you can view what we've been doing so far. But I'm going to show you how we can now use this template to build the same thing that we've been doing. So I'm clicking the Cassiopeia as the default template, and I'll preview to see what is there. So this is all what you find. So I'm going to turn this to some of these text I started from the previous work that we did. So I'm going to work on this side so that you see how it's going to be. So working with this side, the first thing I need to do will be to look at the template style. How does this template look like? So I'll go to Systems, I click on Template. So from here I can preview it to see what it is. So this is how it looks like. So we have a position here which is called the top bar. Then under it we have below top. Then we have the menu position. Then we have this logo here. Then here on the right we have search. Then directly under it we have banner. So around this banner we can put in our slideshow here. Then we have other ones like top dash A, top dash B, side left, breadcrumbs, side right. So all these are there for us to use up to the point of footer. So let me see how I'm going to activate some of this. But before we go on, I want to show you something. Now, for me to bring in a slideshow on this default template, I downloaded a plugin which we're going to use. For the slideshow, I have a plugin here which is called slideshow plugin, which is called Mode Array Image Slider. So we're going to install that. Then of course we have the two images that we're going to use for our slideshow. Then we have our logo. Then of course we also have our menu. If you want to style your menu options, they are all here for you. So there are two plugins that I've taken here. So I'm going to quickly install this so that we'll see how it is. So how do you install these plugins? So I'll go to Systems. Then I'll move to Extensions. The Systems, Extensions. Okay, System Extensions. So from this extension, I'll click on Browse. So from the Browse button, I will go to my desktop. Then I will install the first plugin. So I'll go to Cassia Templates. I'll move to Menu plugin. This is called Maxi Menu. So I'll click here to install. So this will help us to style our menu. That has been installed. Then I'll quickly install the second one. The second one is the slideshow plugin. So it's called Mode Image Slider. So the two have been installed. So I can now go to Systems. Don't forget what I said. I said on the side preview, I'm going to put the slideshow under this banner position. So let me quickly do that for you to see. So I'll return back here. So let's see the slideshow we've just installed. They are all installed. You'll find them in modules. So I've just brought in Array Image Slider, and I'm going to set the position to banner, and I will add my slideshows. So here, this is how it looks like. So I will come here and say Cassiopeia. It should be position banner. I've set the right position. Then here I can call it slideshow. Then I can tell it not to show this title. Then here, what is where do we have our slideshow images? It is under images slash slideshow. So what that means is that any image that is in this folder will be taken as part of the slideshow. Will add up to, even if you have 10 images there, all of them will slide in the slideshow position. So accepting everything by default the way it is, I could just come here and click on menu assignment. Where do I want this to appear? I want it to appear only on the home page, only on the pages selected. Here I've selected home page. So once I've taken that, then I can click on save and close. So clicking on save and close, I will have to come back here to the menu option and activate it. Let's see, where is it? It's called Array Images. Okay, sorry, I changed it to slideshow. I changed the name to slideshow, so I'll have to activate this. So on activating this, then if I preview, this is what you're going to find. So the slideshow, the two images have been picked, and of course it will start sliding after a certain number of times. So you can always go back and change the timing, change the format of the slideshow and all that. So the slideshow is up. So I'm going to also work on the menu. So I'll go back again to my menu options. Don't forget, I install a menu plugin called Maxi Menu. So all I need to do is to check on this to activate it. Then I have to set the position to menu. It's already at menu there, but I have to confirm. So here I can tell it not to show the title. Then I have to be sure that it's under Cassiopeia. Then I'm going down to set the position at menu. So position is pointing to menu. You don't really have much to do here. Except you just come here and say it should appear on all pages. So once you've done that and you click save, and preview, all your menu options should appear. So this is how it's coming out. So do you like it this way? So another way is, if you don't like this style, then you can also still come back here. So I'll close this. I can come back here and deactivate this menu. I'll just click here to deactivate it. Then I will activate the default menu that came. I will activate the default menu. So I'll make sure that it is pointing to the position. Also is Casio menu. So Casio menu and assignment is on all pages. So if I click save and close, then I now preview, this is how it's going to come out. I love this. So it all depends on what you want. So you can use this default menu module, or you can use the one that you install and you can style it. So having done that, the next thing I'm going to do will be to change this logo to our logo. So how does our logo look like? Don't forget, let's go back here. Our logo is inside the image folder. So if I open to my Joomla folder, I'm going to Joomla folder, htdocs, jj5, then under images, this is where I have some of my files. So the slideshow is inside here. That's why I was pointing it to image slideshow. But see what we have under template. I'm trying to check to find out where my logo is. My logo should be in the image directory. So if I don't have, okay, this is my logo. This is my logo. It's colored. This is my logo. So I want this logo to replace this title here. So how do I do that? Well, one of the ways I found that can be done is you just have to watch this. So I'll open to the template. I'll return back here, open to the template. Then I'll just click on index.php. Then I'll go down to line, let's see if I have it here, it's line There's a section that has something to do with logo. Okay, let's see. There's a section that has to do with logo. So look at this line 103. Line 103 here, this is the default logo that is bringing that stuff there. So what I'm going to do will be to type the full name in URL. I'm going to replace this. I'm going to replace this logo, the default logo, with this part. What is this part saying? This part is pointing to where the logo is. For example, if I type it on the browser, let me just type it on the browser and press enter. It opens to our logo. So it's a full path to where our logo is. http://localhost/jj5/images/logo.png. So once I do this and I'll come here and refresh, you see that our logo is coming out beautiful. So we've done our logo, we've done our menu, and we have our slide. And the last thing I'm going to do will be to put in our footer. So the footer, so I have to add it as a menu. So I will just go to, I'll go to new, I'll go to custom module. From custom module, I'll call this foot, and here I will now write at TC, if you like, TCL Network Limited, all rights reserved. You know, you can have something like this. We can increase the size if we want. We can increase the size to something like 18, then or 24. Then we can tell it to tell it to be to align center. Then I click save and close. But then I did not add something. So let me go back again. I call it foot. On this foot, where is the position? Where is the position for foot? Now that module has that lower position is called Casio footer. So I'm taking Casio footer as the default position. Then once I do that and I now refresh, then you can see that our footer has appeared. So we can further work on this. So that's basically how it is. So don't forget, I use a plugin to bring in this slide, and also I have the option to change this menu to something flashy, or use the default one. Then I showed you how to bring all this. Then this section is the search button. So let's see. If you look at if you return back to systems and start system templates, and you preview this again. So let's see what we have used. We have changed this. This position is the menu position. This is the banner position that we have used. This position is the search button, so we can just include search there. And of course, this is a footer. So I will go and include search. So how do I include search? I'll go back to systems and I click on modules. I can say new, and I'll look for something that has to do with search. So I have smart search, and when I click on smart search, so I'll call this search. Search here, and I will come here and say the position is Casio search. So once I've done that, and menu assignment, maybe you have to put it on all pages. So when I've done it, I'll just click save and close. And if I refresh this, okay, let's refresh from here. This is the old one. So if you refresh, the search button automatically appears. So you can use the search button. For example, if I want to find wherever I have something like 2011, so I'll just come here and say 2011, enter. The system will search and bring out anything that has to do with 2011. So that's basically how you can work on our Joomla website using the default template. Thank you for listening.